Frequent flyer flies, la 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 la. Frequent flyer is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend a warm welcome. Today is Wacky Wednesday, y'all. I'm back out here at the park. Beautiful day to fly. Beautiful morning. And I'm out here with this Syma X440. Again, shout out to my guy Q-Ball. He was he dropped a comment on the video that I did for this guy and said that he really liked it, and I think he said that there was one thing that they got wrong that was sort of like his pet peeve. I don't mind it so much though, as long as I can use it for orientation, but the lights were kind of backwards or mixed up, so to say. The red lights are in the front of this guy and the white lights are in the back. And so I figured out that if you put this thing together wrong, it all comes together. I know that sounds weird, especially with a quad that's modular and designed like this that you can put together. But anyhow, if you put the wrong arms if you put arms in the places that they don't belong, then you can actually solve that problem. You guys who are very familiar with quadcopters know that the motors that are diagonal from each other are actually the exact same motor or spinning in the same direction and need to have the same pitched prop. The props are pitched in the same direction on those diagonal motors, and so they require the same direction for the motors to be spinning. And so A2 and A1 are swappable, so you can just put it together wrong and it all comes together. So let me just put it together real quick and show you guys in the flight. Let's get it. So in this case, B1 would go where B2 is, A2 would go where A1 is, B2 would go at B1 spot, and A1 would go at A2 spot. So let's see, let's pop a little battery in here. See, the battery goes this way. Got the battery in, locked in place, and check it out. See, now I think this will be the front now. Let's check it out. I'm gonna turn it on. The transmitter down to it. Second rate, so let's try to take it up. See, so now red is the rear and white is the front. Simple solution to it. And so if you have that pet peeve where red has to be in the rear, then this one you can just put it together a different way to make it all come together. Do some diagonal flips with it. Those look kind of weird. Throwing them up close, let's see. But awesome though. the first time I was doing a bunch of flips like that, the accelerometer seemed to get like confused. It was leaning really hard, and I had to recalibrate it and all. No problem whatsoever this time. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Sheesh, some litter bugs were out here, I guess. Bunch of trash over there. I guess somebody got a little too drunk, maybe, celebrating yesterday or last night or whatnot. Still no excuse. But let's do some line of sight proximity. Play around with these trees a little bit. Oh, a squirrel. There's so many squirrels out here. The squirrel population has grown, and I can explain why. One day I was sitting out here about to fly. I was sitting in my car, and I saw a lady pull up and pop the trunk of her car, and she had a cage in there. And so I'm like, what the heck is this lady doing? So she pulled the cage out, and she got a squirrel in there. And so she dragged the cage out here to the middle of the park and opened it up, and the squirrel ran up the tree. So when she came back to the car, I asked the lady, I said, what happened? And she said, well, these squirrels, they get in my garden all the time, and so I capture them in this squirrel trap and bring them out here to the park and release them. And so that's what she's been doing. And so I imagine that's how all of the squirrels got here. Well, not all of them, but that's how the population grew so large. So every video, just about, I'm seeing maybe 2 or 3 squirrels running around. You know, really thinking about swapping out the brains of this thing to get it to fly a little more sporty. That would be an awesome chop shop, right? Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in seeing a chop shop of this thing, or should I keep it stocked the way it is? I'm leaning towards chop shopping it because I think I could have a lot more fun with it if it had a little more pitch, maybe some faster yaw. This thing would be just about perfect. And that will take away the altitude hold as well. And you guys already know how I feel about altitude hold. Oops, I tried to do a diagonal flip. I'm just mashing away on the button. So we got a wild dog running around out here. He's hyped. Uh-oh, running over to another dog. Oh, I guess it just wants to play. Just ran over to say hello. Yeah, see, this thing, it's slow sometimes because of the lack of pitch. It really gets slowed down by the slightest breeze. So sometimes you just find this thing crawling when you're pitched all the way. And then other times it's okay when it's going with the wind. So really, I just wanted to bring this thing out and show my guy Cue Ball that this thing can be modified in order to have the white LEDs in the front and the red LEDs in the rear. Dedicated video to my guy. So I'm not going to fly this guy too long. Get an up close flip. Oh! We hit that branch up there. Still recovered from it though. I'm trying to make it do something crazy now. Now if you just pull it down and try to land it in your hand, you're going to have a problem with it not really stopping the motors on its own. If you hold it for a while, it will eventually do it. But if you press this emergency land button, it stops as soon as it touches your hand. So the Syma X440 modular quadcopter from Syma, one of their latest, and it can be modified to have the red in the rear and the white LEDs in the front. Thanks for watching.